Little week 2, Sunday, September 20th action in the old black and blue division on this report. We're going to get to it in a minute. He's Robert Ferringo. I'm Scott Spreitzer. And we continue our week 2 videos talking about a battle between the Packers and the Lions. But before we get to that, I wanted to mention about a great way to give DocSports.com a trial run if you're not yet a member. You just click on that link below the video, get yourself set up for that free $60 account, which you can use on any of our daily packages over at DocSports.com, any of the cappers. All right, week 2 action. Packers laying 6.5, Robert, at home to Detroit, total 46. And as you can see above my head, the early betting shows the Lions getting a good chunk of the betting tickets. And I'll tell you what, the Lions are a heavily bet team, at least ticket-wise, in each of their first 2 games. They're getting over 60% of the tickets against the Bears and 60% of the tickets in this particular contest. I think we're going to learn a lot about this Lions team in week 1. They've got a winnable game against Chicago, but we will see in that game whether or not Matt Patricia has control of his team and really, Robert, what a healthy Matthew Stafford has behind center.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at all the love that the Lions have been getting. They've been terrible the last 2 years under Matt Patricia. I'm obviously not a fan. He is just a sloppy, sweaty mess. His team quit on him last year, but you touched on it. It's easy to forget that they lost Matt Stafford for the second half of the season, and they didn't win a game without him last year. I think that there is some value on this Detroit team because when you look at their roster, 1 through 22, their starters on both sides of the ball, they're not a bad football team. They have some potential. They have some good young talent on offense. They have some experienced players, particularly with Matt Patricia, on defense. So there are things to like, but it's really surprising to me that the public is kind of hip to that early on in the season. Now, when I look at this game, I do side with the Lions. I think that this is too many points. It's not that I love Detroit as much as it is that I'm looking to bet against Green Bay this year. They were one of the biggest statistical overachievers in the NFL last season. Statistically, they were closer to maybe a 10-win team rather than the 13-3 team that they were. There's a little bit of dissension in their ranks through this offseason, and I just don't think that they're going to be nearly as potent offensively or nearly as fortunate when it comes to injuries as they were last year.
Yeah, I agree with all of the above. I mean, the Packers, they're off the game with the Vikings when they play this week 2 game. I don't like their offseason. They lost a couple of key players, and the guys they signed to come on board, I don't think are quality or the same quality type of talent that they lost. And then, of course, you just hit on it a bit, the problems off the field. I mean, the controversy that was created with the drafting of Jordan Love instead of going out and getting a skill position player for Aaron Rodgers was just stupid. It was a dumb decision. And most people feel that way. So we'll see if Green Bay can get over that. But again, they're coming off the game against the Vikings. I agree with what you said, all of what you said. I think it's going to be one of those situations where I'll be looking to take the points or stay away from the game. Guys, don't forget about our free $60 account over at DocSports.com. To get started, you click on that link below the video. Then you can use those free $60 on any of our daily packages. He's Robert Ferringo. I'm Scott Spreitzer. Check out all of our Week 1 and Week 2 packages at DocSports.com.